Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Want to talk about deer guards, brush guards, moose movers, whatever you want to call them. I need some help, honestly, is why I'm making this video. So I'm thinking about getting one for my truck. I'm doing lots of research on it right now. My big thing is fuel economy. So I was looking on X Guards, one of the more popular brands, their website. They did a study with MVT, Mesilla Valley Transport, on a closed track with an international LT with a Cummins engine, and they had two trucks, and they put deer guards on them, and they ran them a certain amount of miles, and they took the deer guards off, and they ran them another certain amount of miles. And they said, the way it looks, you get the smaller brush guard. I'm not talking about the big moose, like freaking cattle rammer. I'm talking about that lower bumper, up around the grill guard. Looks like it's about 0.5% on fuel economy. Now, the way I look at it, that's a calculated risk. I'm going to lose about 0.5% of fuel economy, but I'm thinking, well, maybe I can make that 0.5% up if I add like some flow below wheel covers and break even. So my thought and what I need from you guys is, give me your experiences. Have any of you guys ever hit a deer head on? Have you taken out Bambi and Bambi's dad or whoever? In my career, I've hit 2 deer, but of no real consequence. Honestly, I hit 2 deers in one night. Go back and watch the video on that one. I had one jump into the side of my trailer going down the road. Left a big dent in the side of the trailer, but really no harm, no foul. And the other one ran out and went under the trailer and got hit by the landing gear. And I mean, that cost me a truck wash and a trailer wash. But you guys let me know, have you hit a deer with a deer guard? Have you hit a deer without a deer guard? How did that work out for you either way? I know I talked to some buddies of mine on the phone about hitting deer, and like my fellow YouTuber Kangaroo Trucker. You guys check out Kangaroo Trucker if you don't know him. I mean, he's over there at ATS. They totaled out his Volvo truck because he hit a deer, and it messed up so much stuff on the front. Another buddy of mine, he hit a deer last year. Weeks of downtime involved in that. My brother DIY, he's hit a couple deers. He was telling me about those. Very expensive repairs, like $12,000 in repairs on those. So I'm thinking it's a calculated investment to spend maybe like $800 to $1,000 on a deer guard. Just protect the front of the truck, because it's expensive. I mean, new hoods are like $1,500 at a junkyard. I got LED headlights, man. Those things are like $600 a piece. You start knocking out mirrors, you start knocking out radiators, charged air coolers. That stuff gets expensive quick. So, I'm really just calling anybody that, has had an experience with hitting a deer, especially if you've hit a deer with a deer guard. I haven't talked to anyone yet that's actually hit a deer with a deer guard on their truck, and that would be very important to me to know how it did, what kind of deer guard you had on there. And let's classify deer guards here. I'll break it down. Let's say there's 3 different kinds. Number 1, there's that lower, like 2-bar with the hoop that goes up around the grill. That lower one, like for lack of a better example, Prime runs a lot of those. That's kind of what I'm looking into. Then you got the little bit bigger one that's like the Prime one, but it comes up around the headlights. I'm thinking about one of those because if the deer kind of jumps or whatever, it hit that. I'm kind of thinking about those. And then there's the big, aluminum bumper included $8,000, rigs. So if you have any of those, let me know kind of which category you fit in, small, medium, or large. I appreciate anyone with any information that can help me out with this decision. I found a place that sells them, the lower one, with brackets and all, for about $600. That looks like a pretty good deal for what I need and what I want it for, because I'm not buying it to look cool. It's totally functional in my world. And I think that's what most of them are. I gotta be honest with you, I've been keeping track of trucks that have them, and now that I've noticed, more trucks have them than I thought. So what I did, going down the road like 4 different times today, I counted 20 trucks that were coming against, the other way on traffic. It appears about 9 to 10% of trucks have these things from what I was counting. Now, and I did it 20 different trucks at 20 different times. That way I could get, kind of an example without, like a broad example, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it came out to about 9 to 10% of trucks have those things. So I think there's a lot of value in them, it's just, you're giving up the cons, you're giving up a little bit of fuel economy, and you're spending money on it. That's money I could spend on other things for the truck. But I think running as much night running as I do, and running the upper Midwest where the deer are like freaking, steers, I think it could be worth the money. Now, just the other day when I had this thought to buy one of these, I was looking them up on the internet, and as I went to pull into my customer, there was like a railroad track, and I swear a deer ran right down the railroad tracks in front of me. So it was kind of like one of those epiphany moments where I was like, all right, let's get this going. So I definitely want to get it before fall rut happens, when the deer are out there moving around, making all kind of ruckus, not paying attention to the road. I think it could be worth it. I do have the deer whistles on the truck. I think the deer whistles are probably about a 3 to 5% effectiveness. I go by deer standing on the road a lot, or not in the road, but on the shoulder. Some of them, whenever I go by, they perk their ears up, and some of them don't even acknowledge me. So who knows? Who knows how effective that is? But if you could, let me know in the comments. I appreciate all the information you guys share with me. That's what the community's about. We're just trying to help each other make more money, save more money, be more profitable. That's what this channel's about. So if you appreciate that and you want some more of that, give me that thumbs up, please, and subscribe, or at least think about subscribing. Join me for a live show. Been putting out a lot of live shows, almost to 200 live shows. I'm pretty proud of that. And I got a lot going on down in the description too. If you made it this far, maybe you'd enjoy my other channel, Trucking with Diabetes. It's down there. I have a TikTok channel. I just put random things up there. It's not as informative as this channel, but it's entertaining, I hope. And I got Twitter. If you like Twitter, I do a little bit on Twitter, not a whole lot. And I got merch down there. So if you want a Cash is King Trucking t-shirt, hit me up. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody that watches these videos. The channel's really going great. I appreciate everybody tuning in and helping me grow my channel. It's a big help. Thanks everybody.